We open our Sidurim, our prayer books on page 128.
Yedid nefesh v'rachman, Yedid nefesh v'rachman, Meshachav
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
We are going to start our Shabbat service lighting Shabbat candles. I'd like to invite Lisa Barbarik and Miriam Van Rolt to light Shabbat candles for us on page 120. And who else that I didn't know? I'm Daphna. We had a miscommunication. And as we light Shabbat candles, we also remember that today is the International Day of Women. So we also acknowledge the light that the women in our lives bring to this world. on page 120. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam
Asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'alich
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Page 129. After acknowledging the sacredness of this day, we acknowledge the sacredness of our gathering, our being together. Ine matov umanaim. How wonderful it is for all of us to be here tonight together.
Ine matov umanaim shevet achim ba'am yachad. 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 How good it is,
How good it is,
how sweet it is,
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Ine matov umanaim shevet achim ba'am yachad. Ine matov umanaim shevet achim ba'am yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum.
Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleikum. Shalom Aleichem, Shalom Aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is
To be together on this day. How good it is,
how good it is,
how sweet it is
how sweet it is
to be together on this day. Ine matov umanaim shevet achim ba'am yachad. Ine matov umanaim shevet achim ba'am yachad.
We turn our Sidurim to page 130. We welcome Shabbat with a deep sense of joy. Lechu neranena la'Adonai. turn our Sidurim to page 134 for Sambrula Adonai.
Zamru l'Adonai bechinor, bechinor v'kol zimra, b'chatzotzot v'kol shofar, hariu livnei hamelech Adonai.
Hadodi, which is the poem in the center of our Kabbalat Shabbat, is also one of the longest prayers that we have in our service, and we actually cut half of it. But one of the nicest ideas about the Hadodi is this exercise in which you think about yourself going up the stairs of that you need to climb in this evening of Shabbat, trying to understand what are the things that need to be left behind. Because we understand that we can't enter the Shabbat experience and a really meaningful Shabbat while you are carrying all the things that you were dealing with during your week. So as we think for a moment about how to welcome Shabbat, we also take a moment to think what are the things that should be left behind. And don't worry, they will be waiting for you in 24 more hours. But we need to breathe. So take a moment to let them go as we get ready to prepare, we get ready to welcome Shabbat, the Queen.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela.
Sha'amor v'tzachor b'dibur echad, ish mi'Elohim ha'miyuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשמות נקרב אליו. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשמות נקרב אליו. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, יהי מקור הברכה, מהראש מקדם נסוכה, סופה זה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשמות נקרב אליו. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשמות נקרב אליו. מה תשתוכחי ולתהמי, כך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנתה עיר עתידה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשמות נקרב אליו. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשמות נקרב אליו. בואי בשלום את לבנה, גם בשמחה וצולה, תוכן מולי עם סגולה, בואי חלמוי מכאנה. לך דודי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשמות נקרב אליו. לך דודי לקראת כלה, ונשמות נקרב אליו. Don't sit. Take a moment to go to each other and say good Shabbos. Just, Shabbat Shalom. seated. You may be seated. We are at the bottom of page 140. Tzadit Katamar.
Tzaddik Katamar yifrach ke'erez balevanon yizkeh shetunim bevet Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu odenu kon beseva leshenim branayim iyu lehagid ki yashar Adonai Tzuri Tzuri velo avratamo.
On page 146, please rise for Baruch Hu.
Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed. HaMevorach HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed.
You may be seated. We're on page 148. Let's read together in English.
Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, HaMa'arif Aravim.
On page 150, Avat Olam.
Avat Olam Beit Yisrael
invite you to take a moment to close your eyes. And as we enter the Shema prayer, we think about the existence of an everlasting love. We think about something that makes us feel deeply loved. And as the presence of that love surrounds us, we become one with that presence. I invite you to take a deep breath and out, and once again, breathe in and out. Now, yes, we turn our Sidurim for the Shema. Shema, Israel, Adonai, Eloheinu, Adonai, Echad.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth. The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love. From bondage in Egypt, we were delivered. At Sinai, we bound ourselves to your way. Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again,
we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing by the shores of the sea.
On page 158, Mi Chamocha.
Mi Chamocha b'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha nehedar b'kodesh, Mi Chamocha b'elim Adonai, Mi Chamocha nehedar b'kodesh.
Nolatehi lo על חסר ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל. Turn our Sidurim to page 161.
Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Ashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, leshalom. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
ברוך אתה אדוני, הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל. Blessed are you, Adonai, guardian of Israel, whose shelter of peace is spread over us, over all your people in Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Amen.
Turn our Sidurim to page 162. Here. Shamru bnei Israel. Amru bnei Israel et ha-Shabbat, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. 166 for Tfilat Amidah. כי לרצון אמרי פי, בהגיון ליבי לפניך אדוני צורי וגואלי. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, Adonai, my rock and my redeemer. We are at the bottom of page 180 for Shabbat Shalom. At the end of Tfilat Amidah, we add one more prayer in which we acknowledge those that are dealing with illness. We try to bring their spirits to our hearts, to this place. And we pray for the recovery. If you have somebody who is dealing with illness in his or her soul, in his or her body, somebody who is dealing with addictions, and you'd like to share his or her name in this evening of Shabbat, please do so.
Rabbi Alan Rabishaw.
Stephanie Oslik and Matthew Kirshen. Misha Berach, we're on page 371. רפואה שלמה והחלמה מהירה, a complete and a fast recovery. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Last time I actually did this, I didn't have a paper, but this time I do. You know, we say that tradition, actually, in our Jewish world, is sometimes stronger than halacha. So Masoret comes sometimes before halacha. That our traditions are even more important and stronger than our law, and sometimes than our reality. So that might explains my attitude toward the music stand. Now, one of the most rewarding things that we experience is when you finalize a work, to look at it and to rejoice in that creation. This Torah portion, Parashat Pekudei, is indeed that rewarding moment. The Oel Moed, the tent of meeting that surrounds the tabernacle, is ready. The garments of the priest are ready, and all the elements that need to be in the tent and the tabernacle are ready. It's like the moment in which you hang the last picture in your newly painted house, you center it, you look at it, look around, take a respite, and proclaim, it's done. What a rewarding moment. You feel that you are seeing it all. There is a sense of confidence and certainty that are born in the perception of wholeness. But usually, that moment doesn't last for long. In our Torah portion, when we finally see the tent of meeting, the Ohel Moed, surrounding the tabernacle, the Mishkan, the cloud that accompanied the Israelites in their journey, till that moment, parks above the tent. What a disappointment. At the moment that you are seeing it all, you get a blurry cloud above. Even though the cloud symbolized God's presence, it also symbolizes uncertainty. The position of the cloud will tell the Israelites when to walk and when to wait. So here we go again. Just at the moment we felt that we were holding it, that we were able to see it all, we realize that we are going to be led by uncertainty. Now, making a sharp turn to our days, what a disappointment. When we thought that in America, all stereotypes were way behind us, a congresswoman proved it to be wrong when she accused Jews of dual loyalty. Symbolically, this week we started the month of Adar, in which we celebrate the holiday of Purim, and we remember that the accusation of dual loyalty started then with Haman. What a disappointment. We thought that our education in Orange County is among the best in the country. And last weekend, when a group of high school students in Newport Beach made a swastika with their beer cups and posted their picture saluting Sieg Heil, we realize how insufficient our education still is. What a disappointment. We think of Israel as the place where Jews can live calmly and freely. But this morning, we all saw the pictures coming from the Western Wall, where Neshot HaKotel, the women of the wall, asked to celebrate Rosh Chodesh, the beginning of the month of Adar, and their 30th anniversary. And they were attacked and disrupted by fellow Jews that don't think that women have the right to pray there according to their own customs. Again, symbolically, March 8th, International Women's Day, and also the beginning of the month of Adar, knowing that the story of Purim starts with a woman defying the status quo. Every time that we feel the certainty of being done, we realize that there is a cloud above our heads and that we are led by uncertainty. We cannot predict the poor expressions of a congresswoman, the ignorance of the students in Orange County, or the unjustified hatred between siblings in the Holy Land. But in our commitment to build a sacred society, we must transform the cloud of uncertainty into a cloud of possibility. When our gut reaction is to stand up and to say that the left in America has become anti-Semite, we actually need to recognize anti-Semitism, condemn it, and to work with the left in order to segregate it. When our gut reaction is to ask for the high school students to be punished and for their records to be marked with this episode forever, rather than perpetuating for them an anti-Semite identity, we actually need to focus our energies on educating them and helping them become better members of our society, of this society. When Israel seems to move farther from most of the liberal values that we identify with, we need to trade our apathy with engagement and commitment. The reality is that life is dynamic, and every time we think we are done, we are presented with something else. The challenge of living a sacred life resides in our ability to rise up with the circumstances we are presented. When we are overwhelmed by anger, frustration, and disappointment, we need to bring our spirits to the place in which we can offer in exchange faith and hope. Going back to the metaphor of the last picture on the newly painted wall, you hang it, you center it, and then you look around. And as you start to take the respite, you realize that there are a few stains in the wall. You fix those, but you know that they will come back. You cannot let those stains spread over and fill the entire wall. But you also know that in order to fix them, you can't break down the wall, because you will be left with nothing. And the real challenge is to find the assertiveness, the strength, and the resilience to undertake the task of fixing again and again. When we think about human interactions and the creation of a better world, the question is not how to make it to the promised land, but how we walk the walk, how to walk the walk. This week, if after all the news we saw, or we watch, you are feeling a bit down, I want you to know that I understand. I am feeling down too. But at the same time, I want to remind all of us that especially in these moments, it is our work as community to rise up and to move forward with kindness, faith, and hope. The moment of reward isn't when the job is done, but when we recognize the opportunity to transform the cloud of uncertainty into a cloud of possibility. Shabbat Shalom. We turn our Sidurim to page 586 for Aleinu Leshabeach. Please rise as we open the ark.
Aleinu Leshabeach Ladon.
שגויי הרצון, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו כחמונם. אנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
You may be seated. Toward the end of our service, we take a moment to acknowledge mourners among our community. If you are during the first 7 days of mourning Shiva, please rise and remind us who you are remembering. If you are during the first 30 days of mourning, please rise and remind us who you are remembering.
My Aunt Arlene Katz.
Marie Bethel. Ira Brummel, Tabor.
If you are during the cycle of the first year of mourning, please rise.
Rosenthal, Julius Leitner.
Gabi? You- If you have a yahrzeit this week, please rise and remind us who you are remembering. One.
May Feldman, the mother of Fred, of blessed memory.
My grandmother, Eileen.
Thank you.
Arlene Deffrin, long-time friend.
Thank you. Lisa? Now you can support our members who are standing or sitting, joining us with your voices and your hearts for Mourners Kaddish on page 598. יתגדל ויתקדש בעלמא דברה חירותה וימליך מלכותה בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהא שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי קודשה לעילה מן כל ברכתה בשירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דא אמירם בעלמא ואמרו אמן. יש למה רבה מן שמיה בחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו ויעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. May the memories of your dear ones be a living blessing in your life. זיכרונם לברכה, you may be seated. So just one announcement. We don't have much going on. No. So there are lots of things to learn about what's happening in the next couple of weeks at TBT, but I strongly encourage you to open our emails. Open our emails. Miriam invests lots of effort in making those emails and making them nice for you and dynamic and colorful. So read them. Read them. It's actually nice. So 2 more weeks, Wednesday, the 20th. What's going to happen? Purim. We are going to celebrate Purim. And what's going to happen, Gabi?
A super spiel.
Super spiel, which is a superheroes spiel. I haven't bought yet custom. Okay, find something. Last year we were Star Wars. That was easy. It was actually easy. It was like just black outfit and a cape.
I mean,
We were
Captain
done.
Marvel just came out. Just
Yeah, I think that
Captain
involves
Marvel.
that kind of Hulk, more a Hulk guy. But okay, okay, we'll see. We'll see if I find a green something. Okay. So if you want to dress up like a hero, or even if you don't want to dress up like a hero, what? So I was thinking actually one of my heroes, my childhood heroes, was the Zorro.
Zorro!
Actually, so I don't know. So I might be.
Please?
You might see the Zorro here.
Please be Zorro?
So I was a little Latino guy who felt identified with the Zorro.
Completely understand.
So he spoke in Spanish in Argentina, but with a Mexican accent anyway. So it doesn't matter. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. In any case, we are going to celebrate Purim, and Purim is actually the holiday in which we turn everything, and we allow ourselves to behave slightly different. Slightly different. It's not just about alcohol. There are lots of interesting customs that I will share some of them with you next week. So we are going to conclude our service. We're going to start to conclude our service. I invite you to turn your Sidurim to page 142 for Shalom Aleichem, as I invite also, and I ask religious practices to start to distribute some wine around the crowd. Please rise. Shalom Aleichem. Malachei Hasharet. Malachei Elyon. Mimelech Malchei Amlachim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ay, ay, ay. Boechem leshalom. Malachei Shalom. Malachei Elyon. Mimelech Malchei Amlachim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rimchuni leshalom. Malachei Shalom. Malachei Elyon. Mimelech Malchei Amlachim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ay, ay, ay. Zetchem leshalom. Malachei Shalom. Malachei Elyon.
Mimelech Malchei Amlachim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Read. לחיים! אשר קידשנו במצוותיו ורצה בנו לשבת קודשו ידענו קרון למעשה בראשית כי הוא יום תחילה למקרא את קודש זכר ליציאת מצרים כי באנו בחרת ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים בשבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת לחיים. Lechalam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon.
Everyone, Shabbat Shalom.
Ki yesh meras Shabbat el yishmereni oti le'omehan beno veni oti le'omehan beno veni. Yesh meras Shabbat el yishmereni ki yesh meras Shabbat el yishmereni oti le'omehan beno veni oti le'omehan beno veni.